Hi folks, welcome to my new palette. Bit of MDF offcut. It's too small for the frame that I've got, so if I sort of clean it off after every go, I might be able to keep it for a bit longer than some of these other panels. I've got about 3 of these dotted around, but they're very good, very cheap because they're just offcuts. Very useful. So what we've got is some cadmium red deep. I'm still waiting for my medium, the big tube. Excuse me, sniffing hay fever. A bit of ultramarine, some burnt sienna, some cadmium yellow pale and some yellow ochre. I might not use the red, but certainly we'll use these 4 colours. Let's just put a bit more of that burnt sienna. I have to order some of this because I use a lot. Once I get into burnt sienna, the Winsor & Newton version, I just love it. I love it. It mixes beautifully with the blue and the green for all the dark tones and the dark to light, beautiful greens. You can use Payne's Grey, but I'm trying to keep this simple for any followers. I did one yesterday for beginners, but when I say beginners, it still takes a bit of practice. You don't just watch me and go out and paint a picture. That'll take a couple of weeks practice. Right, I'm just going to put a bit of tape on that because I won't know what it is. The label's falling off. But see how I do. Now, see the way I've got my small MDF board taped to the... I owe this ingenuity to one of my followers on YouTube, Barry S. Very good. But I forgot to just knife through these bits on these tabs. They're just bits, 4 or 5 inches pieces of masking tape, just adhesive side stuck on the back of here, overlapping with a bit of vertical stuff, just holding it down. Brilliant. Then when I finished, well, hope it doesn't slide down the board, just cut through these and lift it off. Put it in the frame, show you, photograph it, put it on YouTube and Facebook, and if it's any good, eventually when it dries I'll put it on Etsy, my Etsy channel. Advertising sort of going down slowly on YouTube. That's why I've got so many adverts on the videos. Can't help it. Someone's got to pay for these paints. Right, okay. I'm going to do something with a bit of a fisherman's cottage, a bit of a white cottage on. So let's just come down, cliff, come down here, just come up there. We'll have the horizon there. I think I could probably take that up a bit higher with a fisherman's cottage, just on top of that. Something like that, that'll do. Maybe a bit of a tree on there, just highlighting that. And we can put a bit of a bit there, so we've got a focal point. And then these will be rocks and some green coming across there. So we're looking through the bottom of a valley, looking out to this island with that cottage on the side. Now, it reminds me of Land's End without the cottage, where near Selland Cove, Land's End, there's at Land's End, there's like somebody's making money out of it, out of the natural environment there. I think it's American owned now, bit of a theme park, can't stand it myself. it really spoils the beauty of our extreme southwest point. But having moaned about that, all the whole the cliff is all open to the public. It's not banned. Just at the car park, you have to pay to park. Well, you have to pay to park anywhere in the UK. And you'll see going down to the shore these sort of valleys, and there'll be a lot of beach and stuff beyond that. But we're just looking down the sea and a bit of sandy water there. Okay, so I'm going to use. I don't know what I'm going to do. I could either use plenty of oil, just knife some stuff on there and just blend it in. But I did one the last couple of times because this is quite a small board. It didn't take all that long to cover it with some paint. But I like the effects that I can get with a brush. So let's use a brush. Let's find a brush. That'll do just for blending it in. Oil, get a bit of oil. It hasn't dried yet. Right, okay. So I'll use a knife to put in some colour. We'll use a bit of red. The reason I'm pinning the board like this is so I can paint right to the edge. That's a dark mauve, lovely. And we want quite light around this tree and the house, otherwise I won't be able to counter change. Right, okay, like that. Get some nice light. Now, burnt sienna and a bit of white, a bit of ochre maybe. These student colours, they are quite oily because they're cheaper than the artist quality, of course. Just putting it off so I can get a good blending going. Now that's going to be dark, so it'll be just a little bit. I might put a little bit of a push there. See how we feel. Right, bit of oil, and then we'll just start just working it in. Now, don't use too much oil at this stage. You want to keep those colours that you've got where they are. Monday morning, eh? How time flies when you're enjoying yourself, eh? I'm going out later on my bike. I like my bit of cycling. Right, I want to get some light behind there. Clean your your brush with a bit of toweling. It's just an old brush. Well, it's an old varnish brush Pro Art. It was quite expensive. I bought it about £4. Oh. I do like these cheap ones though. They're these are next to nothing. I'll just use it. Now we can just add that nice colour back in here. Burnt sienna is very useful. It's light red. That is a great colour for mixing with white. It will go pink and you get this lovely pink Venetian sort of glow. Let's have a bit of ochre in there and a bit of that sienna. I've primed this with some reasonable coat of PVA glue. some lovely effects with this blending. I'm hoping it'll dry fairly quickly because it's got a bit of dryer mixed in with it, but I'm running out of that. I'd like to go down the range, which is they've got a good, very good art section, and it's only about 2 or 3 miles away from here. But it's not essential, is it? Not an essential supply. Now that red, to just show there. A nice bit of blue, bit of white. Just enhance that. I do like doing this. And I like nattering away just as well. And with a bit of light up the top there in that cloud here. There's a little bit of interest there. And let's get some white in there. Okay, I don't think we can do much more than that. Maybe a bit more of that blue. When we were down in Shannon Cove, Land's End last year in October, there was a lovely painting exhibition of arts and crafts in the sort of roundhouse by the car park, Shannon Cove, and it was a superb picture. I've lifted the idea, but my wife won't let me get part with it now. I've changed it around, of course, but just the idea of the colours that this artist got, and beautiful, and it's sold for a couple of £1,000. So, and it's worth every penny of it as well. It was a big painting. Just blend that a little bit. There seems to be a little bit of brush there, so let's just get that in. Okay, now I don't know how I'm going to do that, probably with the brush. Right, now we want a bit of a horizon, let's bring that, could bring that down there a bit, over the sea. So you can get a direction. Right, okay, now, green sea, greeny grey sea. Not waste that, let's see what we can do with that. Bit of blue. You don't really see a lot of blue sea in the UK. It's usually grey-green. But not exclusively. Let's just get that in there. I put an island in one yesterday. You don't want wobbly hands for this. But I want to try to blend that in with the sky. Try and get it horizontal anyway. Paint around the rocks just to remind me that I've got some rocks there. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. KISS. Not very straight, is it? But anyway. Well, good practice for blending. Blending with a knife. Okay, now we can put a bit more yellow ochre in there, just put a few lighter bits. Okay, so we've got a nice contrast between the sky and the sea. Now we'll work on this here cottage. Brush, a little brush. A little flat brush. Right, now the chimney, well, I'm going to make that a sort of a ochre, sienna-y colour. A light coming from the left and down there. Left and a bit of dark shadow colour on the side of that, bit of red, bit of blue, let's get that in there. Okay, now we want a touch of sienna for the chimney, let's have a bit of white with that, just to lighten it. Chimney pot colour. Now they don't have your chimney pots attached, just leave them slightly floating if you can. Okay, that'll do. Probably the chimney's a bit high, but hey ho. Now slate grey, well let's have a burnt sienna, an ultramarine and red. That's where I'm going to get my hands in it. Sort of blue roof. Let's have a bit of that dark down there. And we'll have white and an off-white and a tree. So, nice white. Okay, we'll have a slightly off-whitey bit. Nice grey. It's a bit dark, so let's just change it, just line up a little bit. If I was skilled, I would do that freehand. Okay, they're nearly there. Now we've got our tree to put in. I'll do that now, get it out of the way, and this bit of stuff here. Right, so that yellow, blue and burnt yellow, more blue in that, and more green. Anybody see the Antiques Roadshow on UK TV yesterday? There was a Catherine Williams painting, beautiful portrait. It wasn't a self-portrait. It was all done with a knife. Incredible skill. So if you've got access to it, and you missed it on the iPlayer, you will be richly rewarded. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now what light there. And darker. Down there. Let's have that. Shadow. Don't want to come up too high with that. I've got a bit of paper towel clipped to my board here so I can scrape away. Okay, well that doesn't look too bad, does it? By the time I put some windows on there. So I want to get that white over there. I'll have to do that with a brush. Oh, I don't know, it's alright. And we'll have a little bit of that around the corner. Just in there. Just clinging on. A bit of light on there. Okay, and we'll come down. We'll have some rocks, some grey rocks, I think. Right, get some darker green in it. This board is quite shiny, even though I've rubbed it down. No, I won't go down too far with that. Let's get that grey again. A warm grey. Sort of granite, sort of rocks. Right, let's muck about with the sea for a minute. Let's just get that bit of dark. Sorry, I was going to do that one, but I forgot. Bit of shadow in there. Bit of counter change. Always light against dark. right at sea on that island. Just look at it for a moment. It's a bit murky there. Turn that off. Right. Payne's Way would have been very, very useful there. Sorry, I'm looking about my phone here. Just trying to get talk radio, keep me company while I talk to you. It doesn't want to play. Get bad. Oh, that's better. But then there, I'm half listening, but right, okay. Get this island. So we want a bit of sienna and a bit of ochre, a bit of white. Catching a bit of sun there. Let's get a bit of blue-green. Oh no, we don't want blue-green, do we? Because that would clash with the sea. Right, light on that side, I think, and okay, so I don't want it too obvious, like the one yesterday was a bit heavy for that part of the ocean. Well, that's when I was looking at it above my telly. Right, now we want some nice bit of white around here. I'll use a bit of a shadowy sea colour around there. Don't want to overdo these the waves. Very tempting, I know. Bit the other side. Just hints. Right, now we go back to the sea colour in here. Right, now, get that colour going a little bit, there, down there. I'm going to put some ochre in, some yellow ochre and a bit of white. Oh, okay, bit of coming into the shore now. And we can put a little bit of that sea colour, just with a gradual change there. And a little bit of, let's knock that up again, that got an idea here. Okay, let's get a bit of a so that's sticking out there, I think. These things sort of, it's just making itself up as I go along. Grey. Okay, we've got to sort this out here, it's a bit of a mess. So let's have some green, good green. Bit of shadowy green, come with a bit of light. I mustn't forget to put the windows on there. A lot of green coming down here, bit of ochre. Let's just mix it all up now. Change it. Bit of dark. got it in my thumbs. It's quite energetic, isn't it? Right, now let's get a nice bushy greeny if I don't get any bushes at Land's End, I'll make them up. Get the dark in first. See how useful that ultramarine and the burnt sienna. It doesn't work with other manufacturers. You have to check because some of them are too light, so they won't. Well, then you can use grey, Payne's grey. So this is a bit of artistic license here. Look at that, nice green. Look at that. It's sort of a vibrant green. A bit of ochre in there. Just vary, just try and vary everything. Bit of shadow behind those bushes. And that just merge into that. Light coming through there. Okay, now more green down here. How do we do the time? 39 minutes. Oh, I've got loads of time. I need more green on that left hand clump because it doesn't really match that side. A bit better. Alright, let's get some burnt sienna. Mix some ochre with the burnt sienna. Let's get a bit of white in there. Mix all the colours here. Come to the edge. I want some darker green now. Go behind here. Separate those planes. Just piling the paint on just to get a bit of variety there. Because I'm not working from anything, it's if it looks right, it is right. That's the sort of rule of thumb. So we've got this sort of sweep coming down there. Nice bit of catching a bit of light. Right, now more brush, and we'll have a bit of that I'm going to put a little bit of shadow under the eaves. Right, well, that's a bit of an beach now. Okay, well I don't think I can do any more than that. Leave it. I'll just get my knife and carefully take it off. I'll remove my paints. Good little palette that, isn't it? I think you've managed to see everything, but I can only do it on these small boards. Get that all out of the way so I won't hit it. That's going to probably slide down the board now. Oh well, there you go. There it is. While it's there, I'll just photograph it. Then it won't, when I post it, it won't show the frame. Alright, bear with me. Photo. Right. Put it all in. Unfortunately, the light comes from the right as well. Right, let's set that, put in this frame. perfect fit. Oh, there'll be another little painting, whoops, painting for you. That's going to slide. Masking tape is so useful. Okay, well there you go, you can see it now in its frame, well in a frame. Let's just zoom out a bit. Oh, that'll do. There we are. Another fisherman's cottage. I really do like my skies. I know it's a mixed technique by having brush painting in the sky and knife painting on the landscape or the seascape, but so I don't know, I think it's quite effective. So I'm going to let me know what you think about that, folks. Need a bit of light on that headland there because it's counter changing there. You've got to watch your counter change. It's very, very important. Light against dark. If you don't do light against dark, you lose your contrast. Even just a little bit, that'll do. But light against dark all the time. Why that's like that. Okay, so that's our little tree around the corner. Hope you like that. I'm going to get that uploaded, make myself another cup of tea, then go for a bike ride. I think that's all I want to do today. I've been trying to do 2 a day, but it's a lot. I'm cooking lunchtime. Going to do a crab linguine in the garden again, and then feet up. Well, you never know what the day's going to bring, do you? So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.